Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. I'm only going to focus here on the most imminent wave count. So if you want to see a bit more context, take a look at the previous videos because there hasn't been a lot of change. So, but this is now relevant. So there are two main concepts here, and that should be reflected in your risk management, in my opinion, if you really trade this. So we are now in a wave B to the upside here in blue. That is my view, primary view, unless we drop below 1515, below 1515. And we're not far away from that, to be honest. So at the moment, the expectation can be that we push higher in a wave C here. So of the wave B, the wave B itself consists obviously of 3 waves. So the idea is that in the wave B, we've already done our wave A. We've come down in a wave B and we are now in a wave C. Now that could be an ending diagonal or whatever. Yeah? In the wave C, we've done already a wave 1, a wave 2. Now, okay, there are different labelings possible here. But ideally, we would now go into a wave 3, then we'll get a 4 and a 5. Finishing it off in the region between 1770 and 1920. I mentioned yesterday in the videos, and I think the day before, that a wave B is extremely challenging to trade. So anybody who's trying to trade this could be caught out, because a wave B is challenging. It's to a degree unpredictable, it's very choppy, it's a corrective wave. Trading corrections is always difficult. It's more difficult than trading, for example, an impulse. Yeah. So having that wave B here, you can see the choppiness of the price action. We dropped out of this ascending wedge to the downside, which is not a great sign, which actually adds to the view that maybe we're not going to reach this area, which I also said yesterday is possible. If we lose the 1515 level, then we can go down straight away. So it could very well be that this chart slips. It can easily slip because we lost support here. And there is another wave count where we don't need to move up higher. Yeah, and I showed you that wave count as well. Actually, we're adhering perfectly to that alternative wave count. But I will go with this one until we drop below 1515. So the next target for the bulls needs to be to get back above, or to get above the 50-day moving average. That is at 1650 at the moment. Need to get above that level. If we don't do that, and don't break out above the 1648 here, the previous swing high, and lose the 1515 level, we are going to go down straight away. I mean, don't get me wrong, eventually here in this wave count, we would also expect to go down because this is the projected end of the wave 2. When Ethereum made the wave 1 to the upside here, now waiting for the wave 2. Now, in which way we're getting there? This is the question. Ideally would be ABC, that's the most straightforward count, but there is another count possible that we talked about in previous videos already. So just be aware that, and your risk management should reflect that there is no guarantee we get into this area. It's not too high confidence, but I made you aware days ago already about that, and we could easily slip here. It's a very choppy price action. Primarily I still focus on higher, but I need to issue that warning, okay? So what is the alternative count that will become primary below 1515? Showed you that yesterday as well. It is the way, or the understanding, that we come down here in a W, X, Y pattern where we've done the wave W already, bottomed out at 1425. We are now, we already peaked in the wave X at 1650 basically, and we're now coming down in the Y. So a wave Y, this is where we are looking at. So basically looking in detail here in the wave X, you can see that a wave X is a 3-wave move. A, B, C in white, done. A, B, no, sorry, not that one. A, B, C, done. Where the wave A was just a 5-wave move, the wave B here, a triangle, and the wave C going higher here, just finishing off basically that last bit here. We reacted very nicely here to resistance, came down impulsively. So we could very much understand that we are already in the move down, in a 5-wave move. 1, 2 is unfolding now, and the 3 will come down then 4, 5, finishing off the wave A of the wave Y. So this is something we need to keep an eye on, and if we do not get above 1648, because 1648, the move above would invalidate this wave pattern. So if we don't do that and drop below 1515, which would actually be confirmation that we're breaking out to the downside, then we have to go with discount. Yeah. So if we fulfill this scenario, then we're obviously going to go with this scenario primarily. Could very well be that the wave 2 is now already in. It would be a very shallow wave 2. Yeah. Let me move that to the side a bit. It would be a very shallow wave 2, but again, there's no rule that wouldn't allow us to count it like that. If we look at the Fibonacci retracement levels of the wave 1, you can see that we reached, we reached actually the 38.2% Fib level at 1585 and reacted to it. Important is that in a wave C, we want to be able to count 5 waves. Now, if I move the wave B here, which is perfectly possible, we can actually count the wave C as a leading diagonal. So that's possible. I'm going to show that to you quickly. So we can count this here as a wave 1, the 2, no, possible. Then wave 3 to the upside, wave 4 down, and wave 5 up. Possible, this is already finished. It doesn't need to go higher. Yeah, and the confirmation that we're breaking down here from this pattern would be a move below the wave B, that is at 1535, and then we've got the 1515 level next. Yeah, and that's my update about Ethereum. So these two possibilities are there, and I think you know now the key levels. I think you know now the key levels, and there might not be a lot of movement today. There might not, because of the Labor Day in the United States. So this could drag on for a day or whatever. But overall, if we are now in a wave 3 to the downside, this should eventually unfold quite impulsively, because a wave 3 is normally the most either bullish or bearish wave, depending on if you're in a downtrend or an uptrend. And this here would be the beginning of a downtrend in a wave 3. So it should be quite a strong move. So be on the lookout for that. Also, just from a traditional TA point of view, you can draw here, you can draw a trend line. And you can see that we're getting here into an apex. So we're getting really squeezed here in terms of price. There's different ways of drawing this, I guess. Maybe this one with a fake out. It doesn't really make a difference eventually, but you're getting into an apex here, and that normally is followed by quite an impulsive move. Now, ideally up, because this would be in line with my primary forecast, but we don't want to be caught out, and it could very well be that this is playing out. This is highly probable as well. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.